Statistics. In earlier standards, we have learnt how to draw a simple bar diagram and a joint bar diagram. Also, we have observed various graphs from newspapers, magazines, television, etc. and gathered information from them. It is very important to decide according to the nature of the data what diagram or graph would be suitable to represent it. A farmer has produced wheat and jawar in his field. The following joint bar diagram shows the production of wheat and jawar. From the given diagram, answer the following questions. Which crop production has increased consistently in 3 years? Answer: wheat production has increased consistently in 3 years. By how many quintals the production of jawar has reduced in 2012 as compared to 2011? Answer: 3 quintal production of jawar has reduced in 2012 as compared to 2011. What is the difference between the production of wheat in 2010 and 2012? Answer: 18 quintal is the difference between the production of wheat in 2010 and 2012. Let's complete the following table using this diagram. In 2010, we can see from the graph that total wheat production was 30 quintals and total jawar production was 10 quintals, so the total production of both wheat and jawar for the year 2010 was 30 plus 10 is equal to 40 quintals. Now let's see it for the year 2011. We can see from the graph that the total wheat production was 35 quintals and total jawar production was 15 quintals. So the total production of both wheat and jawar for the year 2011 was 35 plus 15 is equal to 50 quintals. For the year 2012, we can see from the graph that total wheat production was 48 quintals and total jawar production was 12 quintals. So the total production of both wheat and jawar for the year 2012 was 48 plus 12 is equal to 60 quintals. Subdivided bar diagram. Subdivided bar diagram, we divide single bar into parts as per the data, where different parts of bar represent different data. Let us consider an example where we need to show the graph of count of students in division A, B, C and D, along with the separate count of number of girls and boys in each division. In division A, there are 50 boys and 30 girls. Here, we display number of boys and girls with black and white bar respectively. We can draw for the remaining bars similarly. Percentage bar diagram. It is a special type of subdivided bar diagram. Percentage bar diagram, the data is converted into percentage form. Hence, we get all bars of equal height, that is 100. Let's go to the previous example. Here, in division A, if we convert data in percentage, we'll get 62.5% boys and 37.5% girls. And we display this data in similar way as in subdivided bar diagram. And we can draw for the remaining bars. Statistics. Suppose a large group population is to be studied with a particular aspect. For example, blood pressures of senior citizens in a locality. For the purpose, a sufficiently small part of the group is selected randomly. This small group represents the large group, sample. The necessary information is gathered from the representative group, which, in general, is numerical in most of the cases. The analysis of the information enables us to draw conclusions. The study of this type is called statistics. The word statistics is originated from the Latin word status, which means situation of a state. This suggests that in ancient times, statistics was used for administrative purposes. Today, it is used in many fields of knowledge. Sir Arnold Almo Fisher, 17 February 1890 to 29 July 1962, is known as the father of statistics. Data collection. Primary data, it requires more time. Secondary data, it is readily available, so needs less time. Primary data, it is up-to-date and detailed information. Secondary data, it is taken from already collected data. It is not necessarily up-to-date. It may lack in details also. Primary data, it is correct and reliable. Secondary data, it may be less reliable. Group frequency distribution table. Depending upon how we create group, there are two methods: inclusive method and exclusive method. First, inclusive method or discontinuous form. Here, groups are known as class. In this, instead of writing individual score, we'll make groups of score. Now, by observing data sequentially, we can add entries in table similar to ungrouped frequency distribution table. Since there is no continuity between two classes, it is known as discontinuous form. Now, let us understand basic terminology of group frequency table. In class 6 to 10, 6 is the lower limit and 10 is the upper limit. The difference between upper class and lower class is known as class width. For example, 25 minus 21 equals to 4. So 4 is the class width. The arithmetic mean of upper class and lower class limit of a class is known as class mark. Exclusive method. In inclusive method, it is easy to include any number between 1 to 5, 5 to 10 and so on. But any number between 5 to 6, that is 5.5, cannot be included in table. In order to solve this problem, we take upper limit of the interval as lower limit of the next interval, and we consider lower limit included and upper limit excluded. 5 and 5.5 will be included in 5 to 10. So frequency would be changed to 4 from 2. Cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency can be defined as the sum of all previous frequencies up to the current point. Cumulative frequency is of two types, less than type and more than type. First, we'll see cumulative frequency less than the upper limit with the help of an example. Following are the class and their respective frequencies. Cumulative frequency is sum of particular class and frequency of all classes preceding it. It is calculated from top to bottom. Now, we'll see cumulative frequency more than upper limit with the help of an example. Taking same example for cumulative frequency more than lower limit. It is the sum of frequency of that particular class and frequency of all classes succeeding it. It is calculated from bottom to top. Measures of central tendency. When we collect numerical data regarding a particular group, we find that there is always a number about which most of the numbers from the given data seem to be crowded. This tendency of group is called its central tendency. Arithmetic mean, median and mode are measures of central tendency. Mean. The average of given set of numbers is called the mean of given numbers. That is, mean is equal to sum of all observations divided by number of observations. Therefore, mean of n observations x1, x2 till xn is given by x bar, that is mean, is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 till xn, whole divided by n, that is summation of x divided by n. Here, symbol sigma is used for summation. Here the mean of the data with 8 observations can be found by adding all the observations and dividing by 8. That is 609 by 8 equal to 76.125. Median. Median is that value in the given set of observations which divides data into exactly two parts. Median can be found after arranging the data in ascending or descending order. If number of observation is odd, median is the term at n plus 1 divided by 2. If number of observation is even, then median is mean of the term at n divided by 2 and term at n plus 2 divided by 2, whole divided by 2. Let us consider an example of marks of a class test. To find the median, arrange given data in ascending order. Here, number of observation is 11, that is odd. Therefore, median is term at n plus 1 divided by 2. That is 11 plus 1 divided by 2, which is equal to 6. Sixth term of the data in ascending order is 19. Mode. The observation that possesses maximum frequency in the given data is called as mode. Let us consider an example to find the mode of 27, 12, 18, 19, 18, 24, 17, 18. First, we arrange the given data in tabular form. Here, 18 occurs maximum number of times, that is 3 times. Hence, the mode of the data is 18. First, the class should be non-overlapping. Second, the class size should be small. Third, the class intervals must be in between 5 to 10. And fourth, the class limit and class marks must be integers or simple fractions.